Envision Arts presents mappings of communications at City Arts, an art exhibit featuring works by artists in the Envision Arts program who are blind, visually impaired, and with multiple disabilities. Artist Madison. Inspired by the Dale Chihuly exhibit at the Wichita Art Museum, two 1-by-1-foot black frames are positioned side by side with two bright, bold circles repeating over and over in various colors of blue, fuchsia, black, and glitter gold, and painted directly onto the glass. Nail polish was used to create these fun tactile paintings inspired by the glass artist Chihuly. Artist Susan. Waves of warming. 3 white 8-by-8-inch frames hang next to one another. Inside each frame are ceramic pieces cut into the shape of leaves and are stacked on top of one another and are painted in warm colors of red, orange, and a golden yellow. Artist Madison. Casting our family history. Old letters, envelopes, and photos found in Madison's grandmother's home after she passed away are pieced and collaged onto a large 22-inch by 28-inch black frame. Dried flowers and leaves and wheat burst up from the bottom of the frame as though they were placed on a headstone in a cemetery. Rashonda. Say What? Is the title of this installation. 10 wooden boards in the shape of text bubbles are hung in a vertical line that scroll from the ceiling to the floor. On top of the boards are tactile emojis that have been made out of clay and are used to describe a conversation that Rashonda has on a daily basis while working as a painter. From cats to boom boxes and white canes, to smiling faces, sunglasses, and musical notes, these tactile fragments of her life, portrayed in the emojis, are intertwined with pieces of her landscapes, such as trees, waterfalls, and flowers. Artist Danae. Inspired by the Dale Chihuly exhibit at the Wichita Art Museum, in a silver metallic frame at 22 inches by 18 inches, 4 large circles, 2 circles at the top of the painting and 2 circles at the bottom, overlap one another in neon blues, oranges, and pinks. This dizzying piece of youthful energy is an endless path of fun. Artist Pride. See Dick's car, see Jane's house. 2 7-inch high and 18-inch long black frame pieces hang side by side. In one frame, we see a black silhouette of a young boy running that has been painted on a sheet of brailled paper, and next to him it is a black silhouette of a car. In the second frame, a young girl wearing a dress is painted in all black on braille paper. Next to her is an image of a house that is also painted in black on braille paper. Above these pieces hang 3 large white sheets of paper at 36 inches tall and 44 inches wide with black charcoal markings on them. Each drawing was made by a student who uses a white cane for travel. A piece of charcoal was attached to the end of their canes so that they could see how people use their canes differently. The first one looks like curved lines overlapping one another. The second has tap marks on either side of the paper. Artist Christina. Braille cuffs. Christina created 7 braille bracelet cuffs that all read a different word on them in braille, using pearl-colored rivets to create the braille dots. To display the cuffs, she cast 7 cones in concrete. Each cuff is slipped over the top of the gray concrete, showing off their shape and function. Joy, laugh, live, love, dream, hope, faith. Artist Sherry. Night writings. The Morse code alphabet. On top of a long wooden board with a light blue sky, with wispy clouds, breeze in the backdrop, black vertical wooden pieces at around 2 inches high with a series of black wooden dots dispersed throughout. What looks like a cityscape is actually the Morse code alphabet, a similar form of communication that inspired Louis Braille to develop the Braille dot system of writing and reading. Artist Brittany, hashtag TBT, also known as Throwback Thursdays, is a YouTube series of videos performed by DJ Brittany almost each and every Thursday at Envision. Brittany not only plays the guitar, but she sings her top TBT songs of the week, performed on a red couch. At Envision, she gives shout outs to her family, friends, and pride. Artist Cecilia, Future of Mobility. Cecilia designed a car of the future using clay, paint, and feathers. The goal for this project was to design a car of the future for the visually impaired driver. This colorful psychedelic car has feathers attached to the front, side, top, and back of the car that stick out like feathers. Her car not only drives itself, but it can fly too. Artist Damiana, inspired by the Dale Chihuly exhibit at the Wichita Art Museum, this project was geared to emulate the glass work by the famous glass sculpture artist Chihuly. Artist Fabian, hashtag repost. On a 22-inch by 12-inch piece of wood, the Wichita Eagle newspaper's art section is decoupaged to the surface. On the newspaper are multiple drawings in black Sharpie marker that all consist of one theme, the barbershop. Fabian draws the wall clipper set, guards, shears, combs, and even the barber chair. Artist Sherry, a tactile version of the Wichita flag. Please feel free to touch. This 3 by 5 foot tactile piece is made out of wood and is pieced together like a puzzle to create the shapes and symbols within the flag. The pieces are then stained, stacked, and varnished for a smooth finish that is safe to the touch. The left side consists of 2 triangle-like shapes, one starting at the top left corner and the other at the bottom left corner, both leaning towards a large, dark walnut stained circle. The right side, from the top right corner and down, projects yet another large triangle that points towards the inner circle, as though they are all 3 suspending the circle in the middle. Atop this circle is a smaller circle with 3 parallel lines, with the middle line being longer than the other 2. These are then positioned on the top, bottom, left, and right of that circle. The symbol is a Native American Indian image representing the 4 seasons and home. Multiple pieces of wood are stained and pieced together to create the shapes. Artist Monty, from Pride, the Black Duck. Black pieces of vinyl floor trim have been cut into rectangular shapes, varying in sizes from 1 inch to 3 inches in length, and are then adhered to the surface of a 14-inch by 12-inch white canvas in a horizontal orientation, creating a sea of black that engulfs the canvas and is tactile to the touch. Artist Melissa, Home Sweet Home. A small white house with windows, a front door, and a black roof with a chimney on top is made entirely out of clay as it sits atop a pedestal. A green ceramic lawn with white rectangle-shaped stepping stones lead from the front house to the end of the lawn. There, a large black mailbox with its red flag raised high stands at the edge of the lawn. Along with this home is a short story written by Melissa that details growing up in Louisiana, attending the blind school, and how she left her home to move to Wichita to work for Envision. Her airline ticket and luggage stickers are also mounted and hung. Artist Dana, Native Oklahoma Design. On a large white canvas at 36 by 24 inches is a faint Native American design that has been cut out of brailled paper into various geometric shapes, triangles, hexagons, polygons, and adhered to the surface, creating a unique native design with each piece. The monochromatic surface in all white emulates the actual sheets of Braille. Artist Dene, the guiding light. A 52-inch white cane used by those with vision loss hangs on the wall, and what seems to be a normal cane catches the light, shimmers, and shines. Artist Lauren, 100 bump dots on cans, inspired by the famous pop artist Andy Warhol's painting 100 Cans, where Warhol painted 100 Campbell's soup cans that are stacked on top of one another, mirroring a consumer society. Lauren, who has learned how to Braille, has started to label her canned goods and other items at home that are Brailled to identify what they are. Lauren built a white painted box, and inside 10 Campbell's tomato soup cans in 2 rows and 5 columns. Each can is labeled in Braille. Lauren emphasized the importance of learning Braille and labeling her food in a short story that accompanies the piece. Perkins Brailler. A Perkins Brailler rests on top of a pedestal with a sheet of paper threaded through it that reads in black print, Mappings of Communication. Artist Eston. Communication. A long black box at 6 inches by 40 inches by 6 inches with 1-inch holes dispersed through the surface facing the viewer reads Communication in Braille. Through each Braille hole, a light installed in the box beams through, alluring the viewer to come closer to observe the mystery of the light. Most see light as a metaphor to guide our way, and for one who is blind, it is actually the ability to read and write that functions as the light of hope. Detail piece of Eston's Communication light box. This concludes the audio description tour of Mappings of Communication.